There are so many movies that are filmed as if they're real, giving you a taste of reality. And then they go ahead and pull off some absolutely crazy scenes on the screen. San Andreas, Crank, Con Air, Rambo, First Blood Part 2. And I'm just scratching the surface. Today, I'm bringing my current top 10 list. Movies that pull off the most ridiculous scenes, complete nonsense, and we love them anyway. For me, the best of these types of movies are set in the modern day or close to it, and they put things up on the screen as if they are totally real. This could really happen. There's no magic, there's no fantasy, there's no super advanced science fiction. Just stuff that you could almost see happening. But then they go too far. No way the stuff they put up there could really happen. It's impossible someone survives that. You've got to be kidding me. But we love these movies, regardless of how far they go, how ridiculous these unrealistic scenes then get. Heck, that's probably why we love them as much as we do. There's many, many movies I could put on this list, but here's what I've come up for at this point for my top 10. Let's see how many you agree with. Start off with an honorable mention, and this is because this movie does not portray itself sufficiently as real. And this would be Independence Day in 1996. You know, it's happening in the modern day at that time, but it's an alien invasion. I'm not going to have aliens appearing on this list, so just honorable mention. But Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith flying right into the mothership? Really? I mean, a lot of the film, they kind of play off as, well, if aliens came, this is what might happen. But no, that one, that's a bridge too far. Still love the movie. Okay, the actual top 10 has 11. I'm sorry, I couldn't limit to 10, so let me just get to it. Number 11 is every James Bond film, the entire franchise, 1962 to the present. Think about it. We've got all of Q's gadgets, all the things that James Bond can do that are ridiculous because of those. And then there's all of his death-defying exploits. He should have died so many times in so many of these movies, and yet he survives. Number 10, Speed from 1994. The stunts that bus pulls off, come on. Heck, we all know how ridiculous this film is. That's why we enjoy it. Number 9, the movie 2012, which actually came out in 2009. I mean, think about that limo scene as it's rushing through the middle of an earthquake, and the ground is disintegrating under it, and it's fine. The RV, and then the plane outracing the Yellowstone eruption, and another plane escaping Las Vegas as it basically deteriorates beneath it. And just, I mean, the incredible destruction that the entire world faces, the fact that anyone survives that is a bit unrealistic. Number 8, The Dark Knight from 2008. Come on, the abuse Batman takes, that he puts on his body, is not survivable. I don't care what type of body armor he's wearing. And what he can do with the vehicles that he uses and his various gadgets, right. Still, incredible fun. And that right there is my favorite of the Batman movies. Number 7, Deep Blue Sea from 1999. The shark is way too smart in this movie. I know it's genetically altered, but come on. The way he jumps out and eats the boss, Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah, but that was a great jump scare. LL Cool J is my favorite part of this movie, though. I just gotta say. I'm right? Yes, I'm right. Number 6, every one of the Fast and the Furious movies, 2001 to the present. Over 20 years, they're still doing these. Cars just don't work like that, people. Pretty freaking incredible, the degree of stunts that they keep coming up with. I swear it gets bigger and bigger every single movie. Still, it's just a ton of fun. Number 5, The Meg, 2018. Okay, first we have to deal with the fact there's a megalodon still around. Okay, suspension of disbelief for that one. A slight ding as to where it ends up on this list. But get past that, and then you just have Jason Statham doing things that are just completely impossible. Again and again. Mind you, that's what we watch this movie for. And he is bloody entertaining. But seriously? Now, Meg 2, The Trench, I think that was 2023. That gets even more unrealistic. And I think I actually enjoyed the movie more. So yeah, just keep piling on, guys. Number 4, every Mission Impossible film, starting in 1996 through the present. There's still another one coming out. We got a cliffhanger we're waiting for the end of. Do I really have to give the reasons here on these Mission Impossible films? Let me highlight just 3 of the most ridiculous things from these movies. Tom Cruise climbing outside the impossibly tall skyscraper in Dubai, basically with suction gloves, one of which starts malfunctioning the moment he gets out there on his own. How about dropping down into that room in Langley, where he can't let anything touch the floor, and because of a malfunction, he almost splats on it, and he can't let his body heat increase the temperature of the room more than just a titch. And I mean, sweat. Can't even let a bead of sweat hit the ground. Crazy. Oh, and how about hijacking a helicopter mid-air? Of course, climbing in from the outside. And the list goes on and on. These truly are Mission Impossible. Number 3, Die Hard from 1988. Honestly, this would be number 1 if it was a little less realistic, because a lot of it could happen, but it's got its moments. Trying to shoot John McClane from on top of a table and missing every single time. I mean, worst thug ever. Getting hung by a chain, but then showing up right at the end of the movie for one last shooting hurrah before you get blown away. I mean, come on, he was dead. Nah. And how about the whole helicopter scene up on the roof? Okay, there's plenty of unrealistic moments in this movie. Oh, final note, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I die on that mountain. Number 2, one of my most entertaining personal favorites, Snakes on a Plane, 2006. Samuel L. Jackson is just brilliant in this schlocky action thriller. So many snakes. So much goes wrong on this flight. Quite unrealistic. But Jackson sells this movie big time. I am thoroughly entertained. But number 1, the movie unrealistic above all, Armageddon, 1998. Surely it's easier to train a bunch of oil rig workers how to be astronauts than to train highly skilled astronauts on how to run a drill. Yeah. Delightfully entertaining movie, though. I've watched it so many times. It's got an absolutely ridiculous premise, and then the schmaltzy music, the love story, the drill worker banter. Oh, and let's throw in a little drama over a nuke. Why not? But I do really love this movie. All right, that's my list. What do you think? Comments are welcome. Put them down in the comment box. What would you have included on a top 10 that I did not think of? Let me know. I love to hear, and I will respond. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.